Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745, and we are literally mid 1939 here. So we have a lot to do. From the lands and the sea, it seems. Yes. Hello, John. How you doing? Okay. Field Marshal. Okay, that's in August. We're gonna do that. We'll get them that soon. Let's refit a few of these light divisions here. Okay, change template. I like the way they're doing this stuff. Yeah, I like this. I like this format. Here, looking good, like what they're doing. And a couple more are gonna appear here soon. All right, well. Okay, we got a better gun barrel. I think that's what that was here. I think it was one of those or that. I'm not sure. Okay, so we are all done with 1939 on this panel. Could do Panzer equipment or added skirt armor for 50 some days. I don't think we're going to pursue, at least not right now, diesel engines. Repair, recovery. I think we'll do the add-on armor. Try to be the most efficient. Okay, I don't, sorry, John, is PCD, you have, hey, gamer, oh, okay, hey, gamer, what PC do you have? What PC do I have? Well, let me figure this out here, how to quickly do this. I gotta drop a link here. Why am I not there? There we are. Okay. Well, I guess I could just read it here. It's up on the Twitch channel here. I have the CPU is a Core i9 13 900K, a 3080 Ti graphics card, Z790 Aorus motherboard. I don't know. You can find out on the Twitch channel. I have the details posted there because I figured that, hey, because I'm playing some of these games, people might be interested in what I'm playing the game on. So there. Hello, Dominique. How you doing today? Okay, Dominique, I will go cover this. Say this again. I just was saying it. I have a relatively new channel. It's been going for almost 6 months now, but it's called Crisis Report, and I'll actually let me get the channel info there as well. Here, let me grab this. It doesn't have a great URL yet here, and I did a 3-hour live stream about 5 hours ago. It ended. If you want to go take a look at that sometime, covering what's going on in Russia at the time, and as during this whole, I don't know what the hell's going on. I was basically reacting to, um, Twitter posts and videos and clips of helicopter attacks and on refineries and columns of troops and equipment moving, and looking at how things were going there. But that doesn't tell. I mean, that just tells me what's in the photo or the video at that moment, not what the big picture is really doing. So, well, one of the things I wanted to do with all of this. Okay, we'll let the clock tick a little bit here, because I wanted a bunch of these sort of newer divisions to come online wherever they are, like over here, and then we could see them fill out with equipment to help judge what I want to and how much I want to keep producing various things. Okay, so that is happening there. And I do quite understand why people are curious about systems and whatnot, because if they're playing the game or a similar game or whatever, and they want to know what it takes to run them. Okay. Rural transportation. Hmm. Well, grab that, I guess. Oh, Pickle. Very likely I plan on forming all of the um, ones here, unless you have some particular advice. You actually have to physically change the light division. I thought by going through refit here. Okay, we need the logistics company. Well, that's for the first Panzer, so I need to get logistics company too. Okay, so do I need to come in here and yeah, that's definitely light division. Okay, so okay, so here I guess is what we have to do here. So okay, all right, yeah, we need instruction manuals here. Thank you, Frog Eyes. I guess you're helping a lot here. Okay, so this is the 3rd Lish Division to the with 35 Ts. Okay, I guess this is what we're supposed to do. Are you sure you want to change division template to this for this unit? Okay, manpower. We have plenty of manpower. Cavalry tanks. We have some available. You will gain 40 light tanks. Okay, well, let's try this out. In the decision tab. Hey, Arno. Okay, where are the other light divisions? I guess they can't do a move and replace. Okay, fourth. So let's see if we can find the 4th Is this? I wish I'd paid more attention here. Okay, I don't know if that's supposed to be the 4th Division now. Where is... Oh, he's up here. Okay, let's look at this template here. Okay, so that... I do see the 3rd here. I presume that was not shown here because this is what we are, so we can't change it to what we are. So we're going to change that. Okay. The 4th is not one of them. Okay. Thank you, Frog Eyes. Okay, let's do the 3rd Division. All right. Okay. 4th, just leave here for now. What are you going to use for D-Day wall? Do you think you will use all of the tanks in Russia? I have no idea. That's too far ahead. I haven't figured out that kind of stuff. Okay, we have the new howitzers. Yeah, just 2 factories. I know they're fully, they're doing 1.3 a day. Let's do this, I guess. A little bit of a hit there, but not bad. Good. It will get upgraded later. Thanks, Frog Eyes. Yeah, this is my first playthrough with what's going on here with all of what so much they've been improved and incorporated here. Okay. I've cut down production of horse transport in about half. Not that I'm like sure that I have enough. I wanted to just really get radios. Where are they? They're here somewhere. They're right here. Much more in production. And I want to continue here. Okay. Okay, so now does that? Okay. You will need more new equipment to have lower XP. Tighten up from that to that. Okay, so hopefully that. Do I need to go manually do that? I don't think I do, because there it is. See, there it is, template. What I wanted to see when we got these things. How do you do originally, if so desired? Okay, well, we might do that eventually here, but I don't know just yet. Okay. Well, let's, because we have the Gross Deutschland headquarters here, let's form the infantry regiment. There we go. Issue ultimatum. Advantage being strong powers that you can achieve foreign signals with diplomatic pressure. I guess we'll do that. Yes, getting closer, Arno. Let's take a look at this order of battle. Okay, well, not even motorized. I thought it would have been motorized. And they have some motor transport, yes, but it's still force transport for that. No. Let's take a quick look at China. That's one of the reasons we have an attaché over there. Well, Japan is doing very well here in China. The red are their puppet states. Okay. Hey, thanks for following. Do appreciate it. And hello, people watching over on Rumble. Anybody let me click over here. Anybody watch? Oh, Arno's over there. Yes, I gave you good. Good, Arno. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, ban him. Yeah. So yeah, I want that to disappear. I got to get you as moderator over on Crisis Report as well, Arno. Okay, well, okay, Westwall, we're not doing it anymore. Increase pay rates. Soldiers working. Discontinue a bit. For motorized, some you do and some you do not. If you do not get an unassigned division to have physically do it. I ain't. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know if you are a moderator there or not over on Crisis Report. I don't. I don't think so. But I definitely want you to be at least one of the moderators there. Okay. Railways. That's what I was looking for. Well, I do think we're going to need to build up more railways than we have currently. But I think a lot of that can come in 1940 when we're pushing to Poland and whatnot. Railway connections up a bit stronger. We have up to strength 4 to here, 3 to here, 3 to here. So we need to connect up that. And we need to connect into the Polish system and improve that probably a bit too. It's a bit stronger through there, a bit stronger through there. Hello, Singh. How you doing? I'm doing very good. Yes, it is a good day. I hope for you as well. And hello, John. Okay, yeah. Good. You're over there. Yep. And you can watch wherever you prefer. On Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, or even Twitter. So you can watch wherever you're nice. Oh, you're currently in your restaurant. Cool. Hope things are going well. Okay, like I say, we're gonna do some more railway building, but I think right now let's try to increase our no, I want to cancel that. Military factory. Let's increase that. And is Starstreak is here. Good to have you. There's 5th Panzer Division. It's going through. Okay, so 5th Panzer Division, mostly Panzer 1s. I was getting more. Form the 10th Panzer Division. Okay, let's do that now. Oh, look at that in a moment. Yes. Okay, there we go. Let's. Well, okay, there we go. So we got equipment for this division. No light vehicles yet. I don't know if we're out of them. And we have. Are we out of light vehicles? Sort of what I wanted to see. Okay, let's. Now I want to see here. What our production needs. Yes, we are out of light vehicles. Right. Okay, that's what I wanted to see here. We only have 400 transport trucks left, and the reason they're so down is just because they've been pumping them out to the divisions. Okay, let's come in here. Let's see about increasing that by 2. Well, let's reduce that by 1. I still maybe keep 2 in prime movers. Now, okay, we just got done. This over here. Okay, civilian industry plan. So that gave us just one more civilian industry. 35 days, and we'll get another civilian factory, small arms artillery, synthetic refinery, and whatnot. And research bonus for construction. Oh, gain a research slot. Yeah, we'll do that first. Research slot bonus or gaining is big importance. Okay. And what's John saying here? Thanks for telling me you have a second channel in case that because that channel looks interesting. Thanks, John. Yeah, I do periodically mention it. You know, in a lot of those videos, and I try to keep them to like around 10 minutes, so I don't need to go too long. But it takes a few hours to produce, even the without doing a lot of fancy editing stuff. A few hours to produce those things because I do research, and yeah, just online research. I'm not jetting around the world or any stuff like that, and I have a few, just a handful of contacts, in the conflict zones, if you will. I won't go and specify more than that. Sometimes they are here in chat, but I don't want to call out who they might be. Just doxing on that level can have greater effects than just people sending you nasty messages on social medias, if you know what I mean. So I'm very good with that kind of stuff. And so it part of it's a lot of work to do this stuff, and it's also for the longest time, because I it's the battle for Bakhmut continues today, and then it's doing the next day and the next day. Nothing very interesting has been happening, so I haven't been making a lot of content there, and I'm staying away from this country here because YouTube seems to suppress it. There's a lot of stuff regarding this country here going on. I would rather grow my channel right now. I am very much watching what's online sense there, but so there, I guess, nothing that I feel important enough to anger the YouTube gods over. Sure thing, John. Yeah, and so it's just it's covering the news as I'm finding it, and giving some of my and like I said on the Russian thing, I am not claiming I am not an expert or even very knowledgeable on Russia. To be an expert, you need to speak the language. So I can be. I'm not saying I am, but I can be an expert, say, on Britain, and British politics. Could be. I'm not saying I am because I speak the language, so I can read and I can watch, news reports and see what's going on there. A language you don't understand, you can't be an expert. You can be knowledgeable, but you can't be an expert. You got to know the language. And I don't. What I do know is history. I've watched the Soviet Union fall apart, watched Tiananmen happen, and so I've watched these things, um, and so I'm just sort of analyzing it based on what I'm seeing. Well, good to know, Arno, that you like it. Kick uses the same basic format. I mean, they lease it or rent it or whatever, pay for it. It's not stolen from Twitter, and it's the same hosting company that is owned by um, Amazon that uh, yeah um, that Twitch uses. So it's all piggybacking on Twitch right now, anyways, if you will, on their work. But they're still getting some elements organized up there. Okay. They're waiting for that, I think. Okay, 285 days fuel refining, 15%, but okay, it's going to be nearly a year. Not quite 100 days less, but okay. Factory military construction speed down. Okay, 86 days supply grace, 6 hours fuel capacity. Supply range plus 5%. I like that, but I just, right now we're almost full of fuel, so importing more or oil, fuel, whatever. Importing more won't until I either build more silos, but more starting soon. So I'm not saying I've got enough. I'm just saying I can't hold hardly any more right now. But fuel gain per oil, fuel gain from refineries 15%. Okay, so that will, take, like I say, just 100 days short of a year, but that will definitely be helping, you know, out in advance time situation. So we want to do that. Okay, now we've had a few days. Okay, so nothing again because we've sent out to fill those divisions. What we didn't have enough was light vehicles. Okay, so now we've got a positive um, element of light vehicles. We're getting 6 a day. Is good, which will allow me to, no, I want to come here. Gotta remember to do logistics company. Okay. Back to this. Okay, we got the new division there. 13th motorized. Okay, that'll be a nice division. It won't have enough light vehicles, I'm sure, but that'll be Chinese weapons deal. Okay, we're still dealing with China somehow. Right, yeah, we're a little over 200 short, but that'll be filled up hopefully before we start the war. Okay, and we are, skills and training, just a second. Okay, so these are just about ready to deploy, very good. Let's look at the SS. Okay. So we can do SS Totenkopfstandard Dietrich Eckart. Dietrich Eckart, I don't know much about him. He was a a mentor to Hitler that dies fairly early in the political thing. So I don't know much about him, but his sort of name lingers on. Yeah, let's form. We're going from Watch Battalion to forming it. And motorize it. Yeah, we'll motorize it. You just might as well do all of that all at once. Okay, so we've got here, that's the Watch Battalion. I guess maybe that stays. May disappear. We'll put this under. Now, I do believe, we formed the infantry regiment, but for Gross Deutschland, which is an army unit, but I do believe they maintained a Watch Battalion. So with the SS, okay. Also similarly doing that. Okay, so, efficiency, factory repair speed, okay. Yeah, let's do this. Get the health going. Hello, F-22. How you doing today? Like how the better equipment for recon is just a second bullet. Yeah, I mean, some of the... sometimes I fear to look too closely at this thing because, like, artillery of about, I don't know, it's approximately 4 improvements to artillery during this time frame. Only one of them, or changes, maybe I should say, only one of them, for like, it was the 105 howitzers I looked into at one point early on in the development of Hoi 4, or at least the beta, once beta was out there, I was looking at. And only one of them would have been a combat improvement, really, in that they were able to handle a bigger charge to project the artillery round out further. So otherwise, the only things that's changed were one that might sort of kind of be a combat improvement in that they lightened the gun a little bit so it'd be easier to handle. The other improvements were simplification of manufacture so that you could spam them out, faster. They weren't any better, and maybe even worse on the battlefield. I'm not saying they were worse. I'm just saying maybe. So we'll give him. I don't think we have that. So not always everything, further improvements to the Autobahn. Okay, so we're getting in Ostprussia, the Saarland, and the Rhineland. Excellent. So we're getting greater infrastructure out there. Okay, mixed industry plan. All right. Well, great. Now we're going to come over here and do flak defense. Here, I want to get these. Okay. Oh, take over Skoda, 28 days. Expect grants Skoda work with grants at factory output. Man, there's so much. Strengthen tank fortresses, military factories, assembly plants, take over. Military factory, okay, 28 days. We got a lot of synthetic rubber. Okay, we're in August 39. Let's come over here. Reassert Eastern claim, 7 days. Friend. Now we've pursuing an ally, but they want support Italian claims. Yeah, I'd like to be able to send a few submarines to visit Italy before the war starts, so I have some in the Mediterranean. Well, I mean, these are very useful things. They really are. But I really want to pursue vehicle factories. Okay. Okay, this is only at war, so we can't do that any further down until we're at war. Office of Armament and Defense Economy. Okay, and artillery and small arms factories. New economics minister. Uh, tank assembly. Okay. Nibelungen work. Okay. We also have these things. One-time bonus of 100 fuel from every steel mill. The amount will be shown once you've taken... Okay, so we don't maybe want to do this until we can take advantage of it better. Storage buildings, we are running out of that. 32, you know, and that we're full up from storage. Either we got to build more storage silos. We could do that for 32 days. Don't have a lot of time left, but we do have some modified output, more rubber. We'll need to do that as well. Let's do this. Let's do this. Get that going so that we continue to store up as much as possible. And I know we could do more fuel. Okay, so this is 72. I'm just seeing. Okay, yeah, almost as much as a military factory. Oh, let's do another military factory. Down here. Yeah, extreme finger. Sometimes like this Sten gun, you know, and you can, you know, there's different people that shot. I have never fired. I've not. I've held a Sten. I've held a Sten gun. I've not fired a Sten gun. I don't think. When things are 30 years ago and you fired several things, you all in the same day, I sometimes forget. But some of the people who, you know, a modern review of some of the ones, they're not that bad, and they really aren't that bad. But what was really great about the Sten gun was it was easy to produce. You could spam them out there, and that was the big deal with them, and why they are okay. Also, behavior breakthrough categories. Works two. Okay. Do that gains a little bit of weekly stability, which is nice, which would be nice. Definitely max entrenchment, but that will help railway construction particularly, and we're going to need to deal with that. So let's do that right now. Okay, we are down by one rubber. And you can look at like the Thompson submachine gun. Thompson designs the gun. He has basically no production capacity. So the first Thompsons that are made by Colt machine gun, by Colt, armaments factory. Eventually, Auto Ordnance does get created as a production facility. They are extremely expensive. They're like $1,000 in modern currency or something. That you can look up. They're expensive as all hell. And one part of the expense is that they're nicely made. Another part is they use the Blish principle. BLISH, I believe is how you would spell it. The Blish principle. It is the principle that when you have two dissimilar types of metals rubbing on each other, it delays things. This is all bullshit because this is a principle that they came up with that doesn't match reality. So what it did do is it's sort of a locking measure that sort of locks it up, and as it travels, it does sort of delay the blowback a little bit on the Thompson submachine gun. So the Blish principle is not real. Was untested, but they presumed it was real back in 1920 something. So they're rather expensive. Well, eventually they have and he can't sell the Thompsons because there's a depression on, and police departments, they buy 2 or 3 Thompson submachine guns, but again, he can't sell most of them, so he has constant financial troubles. They eventually take and update a lot of the 1928 models to whatever later versions, sell a bunch to Britain. They eventually, by the war start, and they sell them all, but they've modified them to some degree over the originals. And these are all the types that have a pistol grip in the in the foregrip instead of a horizontal, sort of 2 pistol grips. Then the Army, looking at the stuff and realizing that some of the stuff is unnecessary inside of it, comes out with the M1 Thompson. Now the M1 Thompson gets rid of that whole delayed Blish BS, but it still can hold. This is all from memory, so I'm hoping I'm getting all this right. It has 2 attachments for the magazine. One attachment for the stick, a different attachment for the drum magazine, because they attach all the earlier Thompsons all have these 2 attachment systems for either a stick or drum magazine, 2 different attachment styles. So the M1 Thompson does that, but they're still expensive to produce. They're still using the Cuts compensator, which actually works very well. It's a muzzle brake compensator, keep the muzzle climb down. So they come up with the M1A Thompson. They get rid of the ability to use the drum magazines on it. They go with no compensator on the end of the barrel, just a front sight up there, just simplifying the hell out of the thing. And even that is, it's partially the dollars being spent, but the dollars represent production time, and they want more now, faster. So they do sort of try to come up with an M2 Thompson. It doesn't go very far in prototype stage. They end up coming with the M3 grease gun, and they call it a grease gun because it looks like a grease gun that you would grease up a vehicle with, or a tank or whatever, and which is a completely different design. And that is just super cheap to manufacture and has a little bit shorter barrel because the Thompsons, some of them have a bit too long of a barrel, and it's actually the 45 round is actually slowing up. You don't want that long of a barrel with a 45 caliber, Colt ACP round. So they simplify. So I've heard veterans really complain about the Thompson and not wanting to carry it because it's heavy. Okay, but they seem so nice. The I've not shot a grease gun, but it seems clunky. So I don't think it's. You might argue it's a better combat weapon. You might, but it's not much better if it is better. So it's really just manufacturing simplicity that they're going for. Let's see, Germany made more Stugs than any other armored vehicle they made, if I remember. Yeah, well, yeah. If you're talking tanks, yeah, I think Stugs are the most, and they're simpler to make than tanks. Even though the same hull, there just no turret is less production time. Okay, so okay, we can do something here, or we can do something over here. 39. Okay, so now since we have the field howitzer, we can do. I don't know what I don't know what this locks or unlocks or is useful for. L26 FK18. I recognize some of these. 60. Um, yeah. That's the L24. Well, I don't know. It's just limited here, so we'll do that. Oh, we have another slot. Oh, that right. There were two things that popped up. Okay, Schleswig Holstein, which is Navy stuff. Okay, 39. So we have early landing craft, which a little bit more catapult airplanes. We're not going to do carriers. Probably not going to build capital ships. So those are not so needed. Depth charge throwers. Okay, 39 here. Well, engine torpedoes, fire control, armaments, radars on ships, mine warfare. We've sort of caught up a lot of that. Wish they would put the dates over here too, so I don't have to constantly scroll back and forth to see where we're at. Okay, improve submarine engines. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Hello, Tom Gaming. How you doing? Poland. Oh, good. You arrived just in time for Poland. Cool. Well, we're in August. We may be waiting to early 1940 to go into Poland. Definitely the national focus and getting through some of the stuff pushes it back a little bit for me. Okay, so there we go. Let's do that. Yeah, there's the 20th Infantry Division template. All right, so see how we go here with day go by. I don't know if we're going to get to Poland today. We may. Okay. Just want to look at how. What? Yes. Thank you, Paradox, for adding generals to divisions. Finally, yes, I know. Why can't they allow us to? I mean, if we get enough experience here, we can promote him. But why can't we rename him? What if I'm one of these people, and I wouldn't do it for most of these divisions, but if I wanted to rename them the historical thing, eh, why couldn't, especially like if you have an event that pops this division here like this, and that you couldn't actually, have it specify the name of the general, and maybe give it traits that you might want to match to the general. I mean, would it be that hard? You know, I love the troops UI. Okay. Improved oil plant. Very nice. And okay. All right. So we have improved oil plant, which will allow us to do rubber processing, modify synthetic rubber resources output by one, and that we need that 129 days. Great, do that. Okay, so we are getting more and more military factories produced. Let's keep that going. Denmark, green, Crimea. Well, this is just the color of Denmark. It's still free and independent here. Green, cream, yeah. So yeah, I don't know why they picked that color. It's very close to the German color. I sort of like the gray that Black Ice uses for Hoi 3 Black Ice. Time for the West Wall. We have the West Wall, Arno. Backhand blow. Our West Wall currently is level 4, higher than our technology would allow us to build. Level 3 there. I mean, level 5 there. Level 6 down there. Up along here. Well, we really don't need. I think that's what we could. Well, we could do the field marshals. We'll do the field marshals. We could do it there, which on the French border, I don't know if because only. I would say that well, actually, this province really wasn't that. The West Wall is sort of back here a bit more, but I would say this is about the historical level of the West Wall. With the program continuing, and it did continue, is they built it up along here, south of the Rhine, along the Netherlands and the Dutch and Belgian, Luxembourg borders. They really didn't build it up along here much more than I would say currently in the setup here. Okay, so we will do this. Get the field marshal promotions. Promote to field marshal. Yes. Okay. For some reason, they're showing me pictures of Yugoslavia. I don't know why. Okay. Is it that hard to find a Netherlands caves to the British? Oh, well, they've been playing that Dutch thingy. Okay. Oberbayern. Okay. So we just got backhand blow, which is here. That's a little advanced. So let's look at things we can do a little bit faster, maybe. Experience soldier chance to get wounded in combat down 5%. Division recovery rate 5%. Grace 6 hours. Lost. That's pretty good. License production. Now I command here. Let's see. 253 days. Okay, command power gained a tiny little bit. Maximum command power by 5. Coordination, maximum experience 75. Max experience. Yeah, we'll do that. It's gonna take time, but well, we need to. Oh, we just lost the Dutch rubber. Okay, yeah, that's what they sort of said here. Well, that's oil. Okay, we don't need the Iranian oil because we are currently full up here. So we'll stop the Iranian oil at least. Dutch oil. Okay. Well, we can do the Belgian. We'll just do 1 factory's worth. So until we go to war with them, and they'll stay neutral until we really hit it. Well, I guess maybe the Kingdom of Siam would be another. Okay, so we want to, let's go with 20. Is that? Let's see. Do we need, okay, no, we don't need all of that. So let's reduce this down by 10. Yeah, that should be a -1. That's what we had before. Okay, German Bush dies. Bolivian president, German Bush dies. Okay. And what do we, okay, improved. Okay, about that really. Sorry, all you naval fans. I like ships too, but we're going to do submarines for this. Now, we now have, let's click German theater here. Now we have some field marshals. Okay, let's see. That guy doesn't exist. He's a made up thing. He should not be a field marshal. But Austria made them, so we have them. We may use them at some point. Well, leader. Let's give him there. And over here we'll do von Rundstedt. All right. Well, now we have some field marshals and things are looking good. Progress because it does everything half-assed. Well, I would say right now they have been for some time. Make the trenches along the west wall too. Yeah, well, we're good. I think we're gonna hold out. We're gonna have some more divisions here. This is the AI. Now I may learn and go. Kingdom of Romania seeks to purchase German vessels. Okay, yeah. I guess we'll do that. But they won't let us purchase oil. Really? They're still not letting us purchase oil? No. And that's what I don't like about this is that I have to trade for that. Now I may eventually do that, just because I need the oil. But it's sort of pathetic that I can't get more oil out of Romania as Germany. Be full of oil. Okay, political power, joint policy. Okay, create the 50th Infantry Division. Sure, we'll do this, and we just got the newer model, a Stuka. All right, so still in 39. We're ignoring these. Heavy fighter, don't know that we want to do that. Yeah, I like how they did this. This is good. That way I can come over here and see. Um, hey, thanks for following. Do appreciate it. Okay. Like to have everybody around here. Uh, do I want to start with this production fast bomber? Do I want to continue here? Well, this is tough choices, people. Tough choices. We're ignoring carrier stuff. I love naval bombers. I think we have that in production. We're researching that to get the flying boats. Then we'll, in 40, we'll do this, which will get us the long-range condors. Don't know that we need to push ahead on that. That gets us decent there. We just got that. Right. Okay. Let's do that for research. Okay. And yeah, let's do better Stukas. How are we doing? Yeah, we're doing well on the other planes, I think. Right, good. Okay, well, I think we're going to end this episode, not the live stream, everybody. We're going to keep going live here. But I want to thank you all, and especially I want to thank Tim, Strongarm, Niagara, Timothy, Sir Toyjet, Gary, Garrett, Marcus, Folk, and of course the great Hoffmanator for all the support over on Patreon. But what I really ask everyone to do is hit that like button and post a comment, whether you're live now or watching later. It really helps me just to get to know who you guys are, who's watching, and it helps the algorithm. So you don't have to say anything profound, just hi if that's all you want to do. Really do appreciate that. See you next time for more, yes, even more Hearts of Iron.